What do these three movies have in common? Freaky Friday, 17 Again, and one of my favorite movies of all time, Big. Use the group chat right now and tell me, what do these three movies have in common? Now, before you make your answer, remember, all right, in parenting, I'm gonna help you train your mind to see this truth. Train your mind to always think this way. In parenting, it's never about what it's about. It's never about what it's about. What do these three movies have in common? Okay, guys, there's this awesome genre of movie called the body swap genre. I love these movies, all right? In fact, sometimes I'll ask people here in this club or in my other things, like, tell me some awesome parenting movies, right? And if you actually think about it, I think it's kind of hard to think of some. Movies where it kind of shows like this parental figure and a child or a teen figure kind of going through some stuff, and they work it out, they love each other, and it really portrays like parents in a good light. It's actually really hard to think of. In fact, if you have some ideas, please text me in the comments and tell me what they are, right? Because I have a hard time, but this genre of movie is so amazing and so underrated, all right? You've already seen one or maybe all these movies. Like the 17 Again is the newest version that came out, but hopefully they're gonna keep making movies. That one was with Zac Efron. And I remember watching Big as a kid, and I was like, dude, that's incredible. Like, I want to be big. I want to like have my own loft and my own trampoline in the loft and like, you know, be like a big person, but in a kid world. But let's go deeper. Let's take out our shovels and go deeper, all right? I want to tell you that if we were actually do a body swap with our own children, do you know that this would actually be a parent's dream? Do you know that this would actually be incredible to be able to live in your child's body, in their own life, and to actually be able to listen to it, to see it, to hear what they hear, to see what they hear, to see what they see, to even feel what they feel. Do you know how much of a gift that would be for us parents? Now, these movies, they don't actually show that right in the beginning. What they do in the movies in the beginning is the parents are freaking out. They're freaking out. It's called Freaky Friday! They're freaking out because of so many reasons. One of the reasons they're freaking out is because of the shock, the cultural shock of what's happening. Another reason why they're freaking out is that they feel so powerless. They feel so powerless. They're watching like the world, how their kids experience the world, and they're realizing that they have no power here. They can't like parent this kid. They can't speak into the kid. They can't control the situations. They're so powerless. What's really going on in these movies is that the parents are, it's more than they're immersed in their child's world, it's that they get to really hear it. They get to listen to it. They get to see it. And the result of this is life-changing. It's actually life-changing from the child's point of view too. We see that a lot in the movie Big, where the emphasis is not so much the parents' pain of like losing their son because the son just like disappears. The emphasis, one of the themes of that movie is that the young man, the young child, Tom Hanks young, he gets to see the pain of adulthood, the trauma of adulthood, the suckiness of adulthood. And they're like, I don't want to be big anymore. I just want to be on my BMX bike with my friends and my walkie-talkies, and I want to go to the fair, and I just want to be a kid again. It's just too intense. But here's the theme of today's teaching in this Parents Club, and for those of you who are watching on the video right now, the theme is listening. Because in these body swap genres, the parents have no choice but to really listen, to really hear things, to really see things. You know, what I found is that in the Parents Club, the far majority of the coaching and the role-playing I do is as the speaker role, where I'm showing you some speaking tools, some communication tools to really develop trust, to teach high-level emotional intelligence, and to get win-wins. And I say this boldly, and I say it humbly, that I believe that in every parenting problem, that you can solve it. You can solve it. Even the most craziest, weird, most challenging situations, like, all right, Mr. Sean, how are you going to solve this one? And I say this humbly because I lived it out, right? I do this for like a living. And I wasn't saying this 10 years ago or 5 years ago even, but I'm saying it now because I just have hope and confidence in really good tools. And I've seen people use these tools. So if you are, I want to give you an invitation if you're here with me live in the Zoom right now. I want to invite you to break out the speaker listener guide. It can be found in the Masterclass Parents packet, and I can show you the precise page if you want. I should be prepared for that. In fact, if you already have the packet printed out, and you can use the group chat and you can tell everybody where you can find it. Okay, it's a simple page. This piece of paper, you've heard me say this probably before, this should be taught in every elementary, middle school, and high school in America, in the world. And in fact, it will be. In fact, I only know of one school in London that's actually teaching this every day, and it's changing those kids' lives. I believe in the future that they're going to take out these stupid subjects that we don't really need anymore, and they're going to replace them with actual high-level emotional intelligence skills. Until that moment, schools won't teach it. So where are our kids going to learn about how to be an excellent listener? Who's going to teach them? Well, for better or worse, you're already teaching them, because they're for better or for worse. And so the type of parents that are come here, I'm going to show you how to solve your problems, but that is not that hard to do. What I'm actually doing here between me and you is I'm teaching the teachers. I'm coaching the coaches. I'm going to coach you in things that your parents probably didn't coach you in, so then you can coach them to your children, so then they can coach them to your grandchildren. And you know what we're doing right now? We are changing the world through our parenting and through our grandparenting. And so if that is you, then keep listening to me and break out this page and let's talk. We're going to focus on the listener. Now, I want to invite one of you to do something with me. I'm going to invite one of you to do some role playing where you're going to pretend to be your tween, teen, college age student, whatever. And you're going to talk to me about a specific topic, and I'm going to show you some listening skills. Because as I've taught you before, sometimes listening skills actually solve problems. Just really listening. And I'm going to give you some coaching on how to do it. So one of my most favorite stories I like to tell is about 2 or 3 years ago, I was with my oldest daughter, and we were on a sketchy dirt road in this town called Benicia, California, and it was a farm. It was a farming property, and a family friend of ours owns a bunch, like 100 acres out there, and so we were going to teach this then 15-year-old girl her first driving lesson in this huge grandpa's brand new F-150 truck. You might have heard me tell this story. I love it. It's powerful. It changed my life. It changed my teaching. So here I am with this 15-year-old girl driving this enormous brand new truck on this sketchy country road where there's weeds and rocks and even some cliffs that are right next to us. In hindsight, it's probably not the best parenting decision of my life. Probably should have gone to the old Walmart parking lot for the or first kids driving lesson, right? So I'm scared. I'm scared for my life. I'm scared for my emotions. I'm scared that she's gonna scratch this brand new, beautiful black F-150 truck. And I'm sitting here and I'm realizing that I'm starting to react. Oh, look out! Okay, whoa, girl, you can't be doing that. Hey, right, just like any normal parent would. And then I'm realizing that she's not enjoying my reactions. And she's starting to coach me. She's trying to snap at me. She's correcting me. And I don't blame her. She's 15 driving a truck, and she doesn't need no 40-year-old dude sitting next to her, making it even harder, right? But I realize that this is such a perfect picture for parenting. Because parenting is, you feel so much powerlessness in parenting. In parenting, especially when your kids age 8 and older, you're not in the driver's seat anymore. You're riding shotgun. And how you handle that passenger seat, how you handle yourself, your words, your emotions, how you handle yourself in that shotgun chair makes all the difference. Because riding shotgun in our kids' lives is actually a privilege. They can actually kick us out at any minute. Now, some people, very, very, very rarely, they go to the most extreme, which is called estrangement. Some, they kick you out, not so much physically because they can't, but they kick you out of their hearts, out of their closeness, out of their private lives. Some people say, I'll let you kind of be a shallow person in my life, but I'm not going to let you parent me, coach me, teach me life lessons, or share your values with me. And I'm realizing in what I teach is that one of the keys to thriving as a modern parent is to become very comfortable and very wise around the emotion of feeling powerless. It's normal. It happens. Just to my left, right here, is a jacuzzi. I cannot see the jacuzzi from pretty much anywhere on my property because it's under like this veranda and this balcony, and it's kind of hidden back here. And so my almost 18-year-old daughter goes in the jacuzzi with her boyfriend sometimes, her first boyfriend. Love the dude. Just a real gentleman, treats me and her with a lot of respect. I believe they have a really healthy, innocent high school senior relationship. But I can't see what they're doing out there. And it's scary for me. I feel powerless. When I think about them out there, I feel weird. I don't like the feeling. And if I think, to be honest with you, if I think about my middle daughter being out there with a guy sometime, it freaks me out even more. Because my oldest daughter is really strong and street smart. And my middle daughter is such a sweetie pie. And she's so gentle. And she's got a soft heart. And she's got beautiful long hair. And I just don't want to see her grow up. Oh gosh, right? But you know what? While we cannot do a body switch with our kids, that's make-believe, we actually can. And this is the purpose of today's club. We actually can get a hint of what it's like to be in their lives. How? Do you have a magic potion, Sean? Oh, you got a magic wand? You got a magic genie bottle, whatever? No, it's through listening, through great listening. And I did a TikTok video that some people told me it's like really changed their lives. It was only like 40 seconds long. And we're gonna do a little bit of it here today because here is the truth about listening. This is so deep. I love this. Okay, think of it like a math problem. This plus this plus this plus this equals, right? The better listener you are, the more you do the do's on this, the safer your kids are gonna feel around you. Emotionally safe. The more emotionally safe your kids are gonna feel around you, plus, the more they're gonna share with you or tell you personal things about their lives. The more they're starting to communicate with you, the more stuff you're gonna hear, the more you're gonna ask more questions because you're now gonna feel comfortable asking them questions, personal questions about very private things. So where are you at with oral sex? Tell me your thoughts about sexting. Where are you at with vaping, drugs? Where are you feel about body image, cutting? How are you doing with this concert? So you went to your first concert. Did you smoke weed? Did you get a contact high? You did body surfing. Did anybody grab your tits or boobs? You don't say tits to your own kid. That's weird. Okay, so you went to your first 6th grade dance. Did you get a boner dancing with girls? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Did you push that boner up against somebody? Did some dude push his boner up against you? What do you mean? Well, yeah, that's what happens at dances nowadays, see? So these are, who's going to teach our kids these things, right? Who's going to give them wisdom on these topics? Do you think your kids are ever going to come up to you and be like, okay, Mom, Dad, tell me everything I know about oral sex, go. No, right? No. So where are our kids going to learn about oral sex? Okay, they're either going to learn about it from pornography, Pornhub. They're going to learn about it from a rap song, or they're going to learn about it the same way you and I learned about it through God knows where, or they're going to learn about it through wisdom. I actually just got off a private call with a freshman cheerleader, and we were talking about some very deep personal things. And I have the privilege then of sharing some wisdom with her, as an outside person who's not their parent. And it's just very special, like having these personal conversations with young people, because it's a privilege to ride shotgun in someone's life. And so if you want to ride shotgun in your kids' lives, if you want to ride shotgun so much so that when you pull over that big F-150 truck, you can sit down at that picnic table and be like, hey, let's talk. hey, do you mind if I share some wisdom with you, give you some feedback? Can I tell you some thoughts? If you want to be at that picnic table and have them ask you questions. I remember Mike, who's had a success story last week. He's actually here in this club now. I can see he's at this place now where he's got his older, like 21-year-old son who's out of college, out of state, is contacting him for advice. Right? That's what you want to be. Here's the recipe. Listening, because here's where it gets tricky. I didn't finish my little math problem, because the more you listen, it means the more crap you're going to hear, more stupid stuff. And whether you're sitting shotgun in an F-150 or you're walking along life with a middle school kid, the more stupid stuff you're going to hear, the more painful things you're going to see. The more time you spend in Freaky Friday, 17 again, the more you're going to see that their world is not your world. And you're going to get triggered. You're going to get triggered to react, to people please, to run away, to avoid, to control. And if you do those things, if you do those wise things, you will be kicked out of that shotgun chair, either temporarily or permanently. And now there's always a way to get back in. I'll show you how if you've been kicked out. But this is what listening skills is about. So, do I have a volunteer to do some role playing with me? I need one, please. Now, just so you know, before you agree, this is being recorded. Other members of the Parents Club are going to see this, and I am going to put this on YouTube, this episode. So you will be on YouTube if you're interested. But come on, have fun with me. Let's do this. So do I have a volunteer? And just so you know, this is going to be amazing. It's going to make great TV. You're going to be helping people. Who's up?
I'll do it.
All right. What's up? How's it going? What's your name?
Jesse.
Jesse, what state are you in? This is our first time meeting. And so this episode of the Parents Club is sponsored by Switchaway. You know, we love spending money at big companies like Amazon and Target and Walmart. We all have a history of doing that. So what Switchaway is it invites regular people like me and you to switch away from giving our money to these billion-dollar companies, to switch away to buy US made, all natural, organic products from this awesome company. So if you're interested, click on that link in the bio called Switchaway.
I'm in California. I'm in LA.
Too. What part?
I'm in Sherman Oaks.
All right. Is this your first time in the club?
Yeah, I have a difficult 10-year-old turning 11, and I need help.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you some tools for that. These tools are going to change your life, and they're going to help you with your 10-year-old. Do you believe me? Do you have confidence in that?
Yeah.
Cool. Have you taken the Being the Best You packet and an assessment yet? I know this is your first time here.
No, I like printed out some.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Being the Best
I don't
You.
know.
Do you have the speaker listener sheet in front of you?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's all good. It's your first time here. What courage and bravery. Okay, so you're going to pretend to be a 10-year-old. And so let's have a repetitive conversation. Talk to me in the same way he normally talks to you. And I really encourage you to bring the salt, bring the sass, bring the attitude. Can you do that?
Yeah, I mean, it usually starts with me being like, empty the dishwasher or something, it's a girl, by the way.
Okay, cool, girl.
And like, basically, no, I'm not doing that. And
Okay.
I'll be like, actually, I need your help right now. Like, let's go.
Okay.
And then it'll be like, I'm not doing that. I'm not, no. Like, no. Like,
all right.
And it'll like start elevating, and then I'll
okay,
be
let's
like,
do it.
Stop talking back to me,
Okay, yeah. So those are your old tools.
Right.
They're clearly not working for you, and I can hear right away why. No offense. And so, hey, good news. New tools are on their way. Girl, 10-year-old, and action. Hey, honey, I need you to empty the dishwasher.
No.
Okay, why not?
I don't want to do that. I don't need to do that.
Okay, well, help me understand. This is your daily chore. Why not?
I'm tired. I want to eat a snack and lay here.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I know you get tired sometimes, and it's not your favorite thing doing the chore, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to do anything.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I can understand that. I know chores are hard for me too. So, yeah, tell me more about what you're feeling.
I'm not gonna do it, Mom. Nope.
Okay. All right, so you're not going to do it. All right. All right. So why not? Why aren't you going to do it? Because this is like, part of your chore, and kids are supposed to obey their parents. And, this is your chore. Why not?
I'm so tired. I just want to eat Cheetos and lay here and
Yeah. Yeah. I love Cheetos too. I love them. I
yeah.
can see you like relaxing, huh?
Why don't you do it, Mom? I don't like you. You're really good at that.
I
And
can do it, but that's not my chore. This is your chore. And I'm just kind of trying to check in with you. What's going on?
I don't know where she would go from there, to be honest.
Okay. So, honey, we've got a problem to solve now together. So do you hear me, honey?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the conversation, I mean, I don't want to break your stride, but it would be like, okay, well, you're
Just
not
stay in
going to get to make
character.
your
I'll give you
chores.
tools. You don't know where it's going to go
Right.
from here because you
Right.
don't have tools. So I'm putting you some tools in your toolbox. So just guess.
Mm, I don't care if you take something away. I don't want to do it.
Oh, I don't want to take anything away, honey. That's ridiculous. I don't like doing consequences. I know it's really hard for you to do your chores, huh?
Yeah, I hate it.
Right. I can see why you hate it. Really hard for you. But we have a problem to solve here together.
I'm going to my room now.
Okay, yeah, you can go to your room. I just want you to know that, hey, me and you, we're not okay. We're not doing well. All right. So we have some problems to work out. Okay. Do you want to try to work them out now, or just move on?
No, I'm going to go lay down.
Okay. I just want you to know before you go, this really hurt my feelings a lot, and we're not doing okay. All right.
Okay, Mom.
Okay. So now here's another tool for you. So now in the next 30 minutes, the next 3 hours, the next day, she's going to come, and she's 10, and she's going to ask you for something. Okay. So what she's going to ask you for a hot pocket to make you food. She's going to ask for more screen time, to ask to snuggle, ask you to drive her to gymnastics, to ballet, to soccer, and go ahead, ask me for something.
Mm, I want to use my iPad now.
Oh, okay. I would love to have you use your iPad, but I think we would need to talk first.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you want to talk? Is this a good time?
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, just want to check in with you about what happened, yesterday.
Yeah, I don't like doing chores.
Right, right. Yeah. And so, you told me it was really hard and you feel really stressed when you do chores, right?
Yeah.
And you made a choice to not do them. And so now that really hurts my heart, hurts my feelings quite a bit. So can I share some feelings with you?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm feeling really, really sad.
Sorry, Mom. It's not about you. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah, I was hoping that I could share some feelings with you. Can I continue?
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you hear me saying?
You feel sad that I didn't do the dishes.
Yeah, my heart really hurts because, kids are supposed to obey their parents. And like, you're 10 and you have a daily chore. And when you don't do your chores, it really hurts my feelings and it hurts our relationship. So what do you hear me saying, honey?
Sorry that your feelings are hurt, Mom.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. That doesn't really help me to feel any better. And like me and you, we're still not good. We're not okay.
I really don't know where she would go from there.
Because honey, like how you do your chores really affects me and affects us. And I don't want to punish you or yell at you. I don't want to remind you you're 10. But this really hurts me and you. Did you know that?
I mean, I've kind of tried this approach, not really.
And so now you're asking me to do something loving and kind for you, which is giving you an iPad, but this doesn't really make sense. I ask you to do something normal and loving and kind for me, which is do like a daily teamwork stuff. Like we're on a team. Like I have my role, you have your roles, and you don't seem to want to be on a team with me. It's really, I feel really confused.
Well, I want to do it when I want to do it, and that's not when I.
Right. So yeah, like I said yesterday, we got a pretty serious problem to solve because that's not going to work for me. Having a kid who's choosing to be defiant and not do what a parent says, that's a pretty serious problem. And you're only 10. This doesn't feel right. So do you care about my feelings?
Yeah.
You do. Do you think I care about yours?
Nope.
I really do. I love you very much and I care about your feelings a lot. But we've got to solve this problem. So why don't we do this? Why don't you get a snack and I'll get a snack too, and let's come together and figure out how we're going to solve this, okay? Round of applause for Jesse, everybody. Okay, so let's let Jesse take a breath and you tell me, unmute yourself or use the group chat and tell me, what did you think about what happened there? So what happened there is I initially started to go into listening skills and I did what's on the listener sheet. I can tell you what I did, but I'm going to see if people can, you tell the group here through the group chat. And then what happened was I honored her decision. I honor her boundaries in this situation. There's a lot of different ways you could have taken this, but then I really came back later and I still tried to enter into this listener role, but then I became speaker. And so tell me your thoughts on this. Tell me what I did, what tools I did off the do's list. Tell me your concerns, your fears, what you loved about it. Tell me your thoughts.